Hello, or should I say aloha, and welcome back to Spread Some Magic 1928. Today, we are making Spam Musubi from Aulani. I was blessed to get to go visit Aulani in the fall of 2023, and it was great. We really didn't do much. We went and saw Pearl Harbor, but it was just a vacation to relax on property, and this little guy was one of my must-haves. Not just this wishable, but the actual iconic Mickey-shaped Spam Musubi. So this is what we're gonna aim for to make today. Basic ingredients: Spam, nori, rice, and furikake. Now, the Spam gets fried, and then it gets put in a sweet teriyaki-like glaze that we make ourselves. I have lots of cookbooks, and there are lots of ways to make it. In this Disney Christmas cookbook, we see that we share Musubi with our ohana from Lilo and Stitch because they are from Hawaii. And in this one, you use soy sauce and dark brown sugar. In this cookbook, Cook Real Hawaii, which is fantastic, by the way. They have Musubi in here as well. They use regular sugar, shoyu soy sauce. Oops, I lost a page. There. And mirin. Now, I don't have mirin, and if you look up a substitute for mirin, it is, you can use sake with a little sugar added, rice wine vinegar with a little sugar added, and you're good to go. Now, the Disney Aulani version that they give you is shoyu soy sauce and regular sugar, and that's it, with no mirin. So we're gonna do a mix of it all, and we're gonna use the shoyu soy sauce. I'm going to use rice vinegar instead of mirin, regular sugar, and then dark brown sugar to balance out the vinegar. Then you need well, you don't need it, but you need some kind of a mold, right? I actually happen to have a Mickey Musubi maker that I got from a small shop on Instagram. It is 3D printed, so you have to be careful with it, but we're going to use that. But if you don't have one of these and you don't have a regular Musubi maker, the can of Spam that it came out of. So what you would do is you would line it with plastic wrap, and then you pack down, I believe this recipe said like 3/4 inches of rice, and then you throw that piece of Spam on top. And you push it down, and then you pull out the saran wrap, and you've got that nice framed Musubi, and then you wrap your piece of nori around it. But we're gonna use Mickey today. And then, of course, you do need that nori that holds the Spam on top of the rice. So why don't we get cooking? I've got the rice going in my rice maker. So let's make the sauce that's gonna give that Spam a great flavor and fry up the Spam, and meet you back here to assemble. For the Spam glaze, we are going to do 1/2 cup sugar, 1/2 cup shoyu soy sauce, 1 teaspoon brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, stir to combine. Open your Spam and slice it into 6 even slices. If using a mold, cut to fit your mold. You're going to fry this over medium heat. And while your Spam is frying, cut some thin nori strips. When your Spam is golden brown, add your sauce. It is going to bubble up, and be careful because it is sugary. Be sure to toss the Spam in the sauce, covering both sides, and cook down until it becomes a thick, like glaze. This is looking so good. All right, I almost overcooked those. Maybe one of them is overcooked, so you gotta watch it carefully because there is sugar in it. Let's get this guy here because he's cute, right? We've got our rice, and then we have got our mold. Now, if you don't want to use a can and you don't have a mold, the recipe that they give you online from Aulani actually says that you can use cookie cutters. You just have to be careful when you push it out, whereas this one can like push the rice out. Let me get some warm water. sushi rice is sticky, warm water can help keep that from sticking. So let's get moving. So what you want to do, I don't know, can we see? Yeah, we can see. You gotta move over here, little guy. Stay clean. Is you want to put your nori strip horizontal. Put your mold or whatever you're using right there. Now if you're using the can, let's use him for direction, yeah. If you're using the can, I think you put it inside the can and you pack the rice on top of it, like I'm about to do with this one. Oops. I got everything crunched here. Okay. So we're gonna fill this up and we're not gonna pack it super tight, only because that's what this little piece is for. If you're using a cookie cutter or the Spam can, yeah, you're definitely gonna wanna like push it down and get it nice and compact in there, because you're not gonna have the mold to help you. Extra rice out of the way. Push that down, push it through. And then we're gonna get our piece of Spam with some of that glaze. Haven't needed the water yet. If the nori doesn't stick to the Spam or the rice, you can use hot water, similar to like egg roll wrappers and the pot sticker wrappers. There we go, gyoza wrappers. And then you want to put the furikake on the ears. And we're gonna wrap him up like so. Don't put too much on. Ooh, ah, there's one. It's kind of falling apart. So I could probably pack the rice more. We'll try that again with another one. Add a little bit more rice back in there. Okay. I'm gonna push really hard this time before I push it through. And hopefully, I didn't get it on the nori good. So since I moved it, oh, it doesn't want to go back on. Okay, that's what it is. So when you're molding it, push as tight as you can. That'll help hold it together. Get that. Oopsie. Another piece of Spam here. It's gonna drizzle that on what I had extra. A little bit better. Wrap it up like a blanket. This needs a little bit of water. There we go. Wash my hands. This one turned out super cute. Look at that. And Mickey Masubi from Ulu Aulani Resort. So the next day you're dreaming of Hawaii, you can make it yourself here, wherever you are. Let's clean this up and give it a try. Okay, so as you can see, if you don't pack it tight, it starts to fall apart, which makes eating it by hand very difficult. And if you don't want to eat them right away, saran wrap them, pop them in the fridge. They're found individually saran wrapped, I believe, at Ulu Cafe, which is a quick service restaurant at Aulani. So let's give it a try. I cooked the glaze a touch too long, so it didn't really soak into the rice, but that is good. Obviously, the seaweed, you can't get around it, so if you don't like nori, you probably won't like this. But if you don't mind nori, this is delicious. An easy way to bring a touch of the islands home to you, especially when it's a gloomy, rainy day like today. I hope to go back again. There's lots on the island I want to do, and this is just a great place to relax and meet some friends like Stitch. It is messy though, but enjoy. So I just want to thank you for stopping by today. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and spread some magic wherever you are. Until next time. Oop, here comes some rice.